Hello, my name is Billy McCann and I'm the lighting designer for this year's summer musical production. Today we're giving you a sneak peek at the production process about The Sound of Music, which will be performed at the Paul M. Alberta Performing Arts Center on September 13th and 14th at 7 p.m. and September 15th at 2 p.m. This classic musical is filled with unforgettable songs, heartwarming moments, and will delight audiences of all ages. Today we're here with Chris Little, the director of The Sound of Music. Now, tell us a little bit about the show.
So, Sound of Music is a classic story that a lot of, my parents grew up with and have passed it on to us. And it is a story about a family who's struggling with a lot, and they go through this sort of journey together to overcome all of the outside forces that are affecting them, and through music and through relying on each other, they're able to get through all of the hard times that are coming, and they know that they'll be able to get through any that are ahead.
That's awesome. Now, what led you to choose this year's production? Like, what made you make this decision to do The Sound of Music?
So, this was a difficult decision, like it is with every show that I choose. So, a little insight to how I choose a show. I will know the sort of group of students that have done shows in the past and think, would this show fit for this group? That is one criteria I look at. Then another criteria I look at is this show different from years past? So is the style the same? Is the genre the same? Will this give the students a different experience that they haven't had? Because at the end of the day, even though we put on these big productions, we are educators. So by doing different shows, we can teach different styles of theater, different styles of music, and it keeps it interesting, it keeps it fresh. And then the third thing I looked for was name recognition. So I had polled some of the rising seniors who had done shows before and those that were interested, and I asked if they would prefer to do a show that was well known, or if they wanted to do something that had more characters and fun. And there was sort of an agreement that they wanted it to be fun, but they also wanted to do something well known, to get a big house and perform in front of a big audience. So putting all of these factors together, it just seemed like this was a good show for this group.
Right. All right. Now, is there anything else like you would like to add, like why maybe someone should come see the show, or?
So people should come see the show because it's going to be a good time. It's one of those shows that the music, if you don't know it going in, by the end you will learn it and you'll be singing it on your way out. So, and it's a lighthearted story at its core, and it's just about people getting through a hard time. So.
All right. Well, thank you, Chris, for coming on to the show. Best of luck.
Thank you.
Now let's hear from two show stars, Lindsay Collins and Nicole Martino. Lindsay, tell us about your character.
I play Maria, and she is a very bubbly, very innocent young woman, and she gets sent on a mission to help this family, and in doing so, she finds her home.
That's great. Nicole?
I'm Nicole Martino. I work alongside our amazing choreographer, Emma Naughton, as dance captain, and also I play Max Detweiler. He's this charming man. He goes behind Captain Von Trapp's back to do some things that drive the plot of the show. You have to come see it to find out.
That's great. Now, basically, what has been the rehearsal process been like for you guys?
We've been in rehearsals all summer since July. It's been almost every day, different scenes depending on the day. We spent most of the beginning of the summer on Act 1, transitioned to Act 2 after that.
At the beginning, the days were broken into either dance or singing or acting, depending on what needed focus that day, but eventually it switched mainly to running full scenes or full acts, and right now we're at full run-throughs. So,
is there anything else you guys would like to add, or like why people should come see the show, or?
Everyone's put their best effort into it. I'm so proud of all the younger kids who've come in this year, and it's their first show with us, and they're just amazing. They give it their all, and just to even see that and see the youth and the light they bring is just amazing.
Everyone has put in so much hard work, dedication into the show, and we're all proud of everybody. So I think it would be great if people would come see all of the hard work that we put into it.
And it's a classic. Sound of Music's a classic, so.
All right, thank you guys for coming on.
Of course.
All right, well, now I have the technical director for this show, Fiona Dalton, in the studio with me today. And welcome in, Fiona.
Hi, everyone.
If you want to let them know a little bit who you are and why you're back here.
Well, as Billy said, my name is Fiona Dalton. I'm an alumnus of the class of 2001 here at NHS. Mr. Quinn and Mrs. Goldman were my teachers back when I was a student. I've gone on to become a master stagehand with the International Alliance of Theatrical Stage Employees, and I work in theater and entertainment professionally. I came back to Norwood High to offer my skills back to the program because when I was younger, the program existed, and it gave me a very fulfilling life, and I'd like to see other kids have that as well.
Awesome. Now, what has it been like, the process of you helping out on this show? If you want to go into the technical aspects of it.
So my role technically on the show is advising the crew on how to operate certain aspects of the technical needs, such as sound and lights. Also advising the director on what is best for certain scenes, what is best to achieve certain technical needs, and just to be there and support whatever is needed technically.
Awesome. Now, what do you think of the show specifically? I don't know, if people should come see it, or just if you want to kind of talk about that.
Oh, well, I mean, of course people should come and see it. Sound of Music is a classic, and you might find that you actually know some of the songs already just from the cultural zeitgeist of how far some of them have gone. It's a really simple show, and at its heart it has a good message overall. Certain aspects of it haven't really attested the stand of time all that best, but hey, what can you do when there's Nazis in it?
All right, cool. So do you want to talk about the equipment that we have in the studio today? I know we have one of the robotics that we have,
Sure.
And the vendor that we have used for many years now. I have my time here at Norwood High, and if you want to talk a little bit about what they are and who they are.
All right. Well, the vendor that we used for our lighting needs is Four Wall Entertainment. I've worked with them for many years. They supply all sorts of equipment to all levels of show programs. This particular head we have here is by a company known as Elation. It is the Da Vinci model. It's got several other models that use the same body and head style, but with different options on the inside. This kind of light has the ability to move in ways that conventional, traditional theater lights don't, and it gives the lighting designers a lot more options to spice the show up, to give it a little pizzazz. You can't just have jazz hands everywhere. You got to have a little bit of halation and oral effect and et cetera, et cetera. We are also using a Mark III wash, which is also, I believe, violation.
No, Chauvet.
That one's the Chauvet. You're right. Thank you, Billy. That is a multi-lensed fixture that has the ability to get a wider spread over the stage to create mood lighting and to make sure that we can see all of the players on stage well.
That's awesome. Do you want to talk a little bit about the person who we're using for sound equipment?
Well, we are going through, what was it, New England Live Audio, which is owned by a friend of mine, Brandon. He is somebody that I've worked with for a number of years, and he has his own personal stock of a great deal of audio equipment. He'll be supplying us with a digital soundboard, as well as all the microphones and such that we need to get the sound of the pit and all the players cohesive and clear to your ears.
All right, perfect. Well, I really appreciate you coming on, Fiona. It's been great working with you in this show and previous shows itself, and I look forward to doing much more with you.
Absolutely, Billy. Thank you.
There you have it, folks. With all the hard work from the cast and production crew, this is shaping up to be a must-see upcoming production. Special thanks to Norwood Community Media for allowing us to use the studio. You can catch The Sound of Music at Norwood High School and the Paul M. Alberta Performing Arts Center on September 13th and 14th at 7 p.m. and September 15th at 2 p.m. Tickets are at the door, $15 for general admission and $10 for students and seniors. We hope to see you there. Bring your friends and family for a time filled with music, joy, and an unforgettable story.